a shrine run by a priest dedicated to the worship of deities. I was labeled a Trikoshi, a wife of the gods, paying for a crime committed by a family member.
Okay. The purpose of sharing my story was to say, you know, you may have gone through something, a traumatic experience. You are still able to have life. You have life. You can live life. You can contribute to society, and that's what it should be about. It's not more. It's not really about like victimizing or because I
Namibia, Sharwe, and welcome to the Tribe on One Africa TV. This week we have nothing but flames as we talk to the son of Namibian soil, whose 14th musical offering is all the buzz at KFC countrywide. Plus we connect lyrically with Skipper Wheels on the beats. My name is Shea Ulenga and this is the Tribe. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Karandu kasino chimishupi na madira kasino kamatika varongo na komatango takari su kombe na kene ngondo hadizi pali hadizi koshesi parobo dali anyanga na botangwe ne kasperidi no maunya koshpara. This is Gaza and you are watching The Tribe on One Africa TV.
We can't wait to be together again. But until then, let's stay safe.
Hi there, parents. Do you have primary school kids and want them to get extra quality supplementary lessons to up their grades? Then simply switch to One Africa TV's #LearnOn1, where your kids can get maths, English and science lessons every weekday from 9 to 11 a.m. with repeats from 2 to 4 p.m. And thanks to NMH's MyZone, these lessons are 100% Namibian. There's so much to learn with #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
Welcome back to the Tribe here on One Africa TV. If you're just joining us, you're making it right on time for this week's Tribe exclusive featuring one of the biggest musical exports the land of the brave has ever produced. Gazlam, OGMP, Otaikalelele. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is like the second time we're having you here in the space.
Yeah.
But it's always great to have you on set to find out what's coming up and what's happening actually.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
First, let's start with the outfit. Hot pink.
Yeah, I'm supporting breast cancer, you know.
Check for the things.
Yeah. Check for the lumps.
Yeah. First, we have to just take it back a little bit. You are the first, probably the last, and the reigning artist of the decade. What does it mean to have a title like that after all the hard work and dedication over the years attached to you for a lifetime now?
I feel rewarded because I mean, ever since I started in the music industry, I think I've always seen myself as one that has always been a pioneer in paving the way, you know, and seeing no boundaries as far as Namibian music is concerned. So, and I've done a lot of things for the industry that I never expected to be rewarded for. So I feel like this is just the beginning of the rewards that I have to make for investing my time and money and sacrifices that I've done for the industry. Yeah, so it's an honor. It's an honor. But it also comes with a lot of pressure.
Of course. Tell us about that. What kind of pressure? Like what? Is that keeping the standard?
No, I'm not even worried about that. It's just that people just expect me to be some sort of superhero. Like if you're in the studio with other artists, it's like they hold back and they just want to watch and see what you can do, you know. and it's uncomfortable, and it creates a lot of awkward moments, and also hinders creativity. But everywhere you go, like everything you do is supposed to be a success, and failure is no more an option.
So you do find some artists who, when they do step into the space with Gaza, actually get a little freaked out. Take a deep breath, brothers and sisters. Next time, take a deep breath and drink some water. He's easygoing as hell. You have given Namibians an opportunity to celebrate the biggest moments, some of the smallest moments, your creativity especially, and that is all through just being yourself. How important is it to be that, to just keep up, man, just to say, this is who I am, take it or leave it, guys, and I'm going to deliver that through the music as well, and in the creative process?
It's tough because you also have to be careful. I mean, we're living in times whereby we are almost exposed to everyone, and everyone can reach you and have a say about what you're doing, and you know, even what you're wearing. If they don't like it, they can tell you right there and then. But it's also important to sort of approach in a manner that people don't resent you, and then also give you a chance to listen to what you're trying to say, and then they can judge after that. And for instance, making the Misunderstood album was a bit tough, because then that's when I was trying to break the boundaries, to say that, look, I just don't want to be a house and kwaito artist. Like, there's a lot of music inside me, and I want to set myself free, and I want to set the music free. You know, I don't want one day something to happen to me and then all that music dies with me, you know. So I want to be able to try out what I'm and find out what I'm capable of musically.
How far you can push it.
Yes. So it was kind of tough breaking that boundary. So once the Misunderstood album was out of the way, I had more confidence making the Messiah. I can definitely imagine. I mean, it was like they're opening the door to say, guys, come and listen. Just come and take a listen. Which is the other thing. People are constantly also talking about, can Gaza still do this in the next 5 to 10 years? But like, you look just younger every day. What? What's the discussion about his age? I don't get it. You know, you have to keep a positive mindset, and you know, age ain't nothing but a number. It's really about your mindset, you know. And if I have music, because the thing is that I don't plan to make music. I have to have a song inside me, and then I have to have the desire to put it out, you know, to express myself. Unless I happen to be in the studio, of which for me studio is like therapy now, and maybe I'm going through something, and then somebody pressed the right keys, and then we happen to make a song. But other than that, I don't really like to make forced music, like, yo, I have this beat, this is a hit, bruh, can you jump on, you know, and then I'm listening to the beat and like, it's not talking to me.
It's not forced.
So then I keep quiet, and then maybe the artist will think, no, this guy doesn't like me. He said, yes, you can do a collab with me, but now, you know, but it's not really like that. And you find maybe somebody just playing a beat, you know, and it's like, who's this? This is a new kid. Yo, I'm feeling this flow. I'm feeling this bounce, man. I don't mind jumping on, you know?
Out of the blue, even, and then a hit is created because it's coming from elsewhere.
You see, so it's
we need to give you a classroom. They need to come with pens and papers and notes. But now, just for the flavor, here is Gaza with Branovain on the Tribe.
It's a funeral. Be my control. Be my control for. Be my control. Be the maker. I'm out to the it's a general. It's a funeral. Be my control. Be my control for. Be my control. Be the maker.
So, it's just the two of us. Can't beat this.
Beat this.
Oh, hey.
You can't beat the Champions League.
Europa League, La Liga, Serie A,
And the Premier League.
all 380 matches of it, with its own dedicated Super Sport channel, my G.
Get a HD decoder, dish kit, and 1 month of DSTV compact for only 1,099 Namibian dollars.
Oranienmoed, established in 1936, from which point onwards CDM, now Namdeb Diamond Corporation, provided every service, the schooling, infrastructure and entertainment required for the people of the town. The winds of change is blowing over Oranienmoed, which is no longer a closed town.
This ship was commandeered by King Charles III, and he actually sent a knight to Spain to go and fetch some money from investors, because they wanted to go and fetch some spices in India.
When we were kids, the mine delivered milk, bread, and black paper, black plastic bags for your rubbish, and cleaned your garden, did the maintenance of your house. You had furniture already installed in your house.
This is the Tribe on One Africa TV. You're making it right in the middle of our Tribe exclusive, and we're talking to Namibian musician and performer, hit songwriter, Gazlam. At the launch of the KFC Zula Bucket campaign, I remember asking you about the name Messiah. And I mentioned that, you know, the country is 99% Christian.
Yeah.
How would they receive it, especially even our elders?
Yeah.
What was the process like? What was behind calling the album and the EP The Road to the Messiah, and now Messiah? Like, tell us about that.
For me, I still believe the prophecy is still to be unveiled and revealed. I believe this album is bringing more than just music. This album is supporting the movement, the youth movement, slowly but surely, and I'm just waiting for doors to open to do what I have to do in terms of me liberating the youth and the country from whatever may come or whatever is already here, whether it's you know, just making you feel at ease during the COVID stresses and stuff like that, or just giving you hope to be able to see the next day. Then that maybe that's my prophecy, and that's what the album is supposed to do. But the Messiah is just someone who comes to liberate people from something. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's Jesus or Moses or whatever. I'm just giving those references to the Bible because that's what we know. But the Messiah himself, it can find you stuck without petrol and give you $5.
You're Samaritan, your Savior.
That's
at
it.
that time.
That's it. Or you know, stuck in the sand, and then that's it.
And those are the elements that we are getting from this album. There's a lot of light.
Yeah.
There's a lot of light coming through.
Yeah.
Not only that, maybe you are our light to crush the boundaries of Namibia into Africa and into the world.
Yeah.
And that's still at work. Huh?
And I really feel like there's something more that is expected of me, and something more to come. I don't know what it is, but all I can say is just that I'm here.
Deep down inside me,
Yeah,
that feeling.
I'm here. I'm here, and I'm willing to do whatever it is to.
Isn't it so, Angela?
To pave a way to liberate the youth, to give the youth hope, and to steer them in the right direction. Because I mean, our influences are mostly coming from outside with the internet world of things, and we need to learn to embrace our own culture and be proud of what's really ours. And this is why the sound of the Messiah also. My aunt is speaking there, the last of my father's bloodline, and it's really I really went to her to seek for spiritual guidance before she passed, and the whole village came to our house, to her house that day, and she ended up asking the people, "Do you know who this is?" And they say, "Yeah, it's Gaza." They said, "No, this is not Gaza. It's more than Gaza. This is a big person." You know, so I was really taking that information and comparing to what I've been feeling inside. So I'm just saying that maybe it's time for me to really listen to the little voice inside me and just set myself free and do what I have to do to make my mark and to add to my legacy.
Is that also you coming back towards yourself? Coming back towards where you come from, who you are?
Yeah. I've always been running away from from my center because of expectations and peer pressure and, you know, having to live in the city as Gaza. You know, people expect you to look a certain way. When you appear, when you pull up, you should act in a certain way. But I just want to pull up and be myself. If I feel like just a vent to draft that day and no champagne and whatnot, so be it, you know. Doesn't mean that, you know, when you come to the club, then you always have to compete with the guy that's, you know, buying champagne, because that's what is Kazamos. So
you are more approachable.
Yeah.
When you are more approachable if you're having a vintuk or like a tafelki or something, you're more approachable. So it's the first time in Namibia, in the history of Namibian music, that an artist is teaming up with one of the biggest international fast food franchises. That is one of the first things that we are noticing about this thing in collaboration with KFC. What does the process entail? How can I step into KFC and still walk out of there with Gaza's 14th album? How does that happen even?
Like I said, the little voice inside, like, we could have done this deal, you know, this way or that way or the normal way, but I stood firm, like, you know, there was no product that says this is Gaza, you know, and we created that product like just on Zoom meetings. Why don't you call it this? Yeah, I like that. You know, obviously Zula, I'm referring to Zula to Survive. And
we're still the hottest album out of all of them. We know this. Yes.
You know, and that's where I come from, and we're balancing between a product that can then suit a kid on the street who just looks after cars on a car parking, but also a corporate that's, you know, just wants to grab something, you know, for you know, something fast for lunch on the go, yeah, you know, to eat on the go, and but they all meet at one junction, which is the affordability, you know. And I said, no, that product would really define who I am, because then, you know, this is the most affordable product at KFC right now. So which means that instead of you just getting the music, I've also negotiated the price to go down so that you can afford. Also, so that's the little difference that I bring about, because what you get is not really worth that price, but they really had to slim down the margins to meet me halfway. And also giving access to anybody to, like you said, acquire the products, both of them at the same time. So when your inner voice speaks, I think sometimes a lot of times we ignore it and we just succumb to pressure, and especially when we're talking to corporates, but then you will have nothing to give that really defines you, who you are. So I really wanted to leave a mark and define and come up with a product that really says who I am, and the product that is for the people, because like I made it clear to them that my music is not really made for the high end or for people who can afford. My music is really made for people who are where I came from.
Gaza, thank you very much. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for dropping us more music. I hope my summer jam is somewhere in the mix there.
Of course.
Somewhere.
Of course. You know, that's a tradition.
So, yeah, I can't wait. Listen, get your hands on that Zulu Pocket, my G. Otherwise, you are way back in the queue, and you're going to have to wait until the first week of November, probably, to get a copy of the album. Nonetheless, if you haven't seen it yet, you haven't heard it, you haven't felt it, here is Gaza on the Tribe.
Free my people. Free my people. Umeshochoka pashuka, wanyashata tondoka, uruwe wapatuluka. Innovation, every revolution agenda. Information, enkondo do chinene. Wanareta kare baba kakuru.
We can't wait to welcome new friends. But until then, let's stay safe.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks Made for Baby toiletries from $11.49. Buy Clicks Made for Baby 240 baby wipes, $70.99 per pack. Or buy Clicks Made for Baby Dry Protect Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, $189.99. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Jamming like I'm Jordan. I'm just 23 and guarding bars like Warden. If you're trying to overtake me,
welcome back to the tribe. We're constantly keeping our eyes open, including our doors, to musicians who are working at establishing themselves in the industry. This week on the tribe, we introduce you to the fire lyricist and performer Skipper Wills.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the tribe, my friend.
It's a pleasure to be
Let's
here.
just get it out of the way, brah. I'm saying all along, you remind me of my bra Maps, double P microphone assassin. I don't know, but we'll figure it out when we get to the performance part of things.
Yeah.
Tell us about your musical story. How did you get bit by the music bug?
I was a poet. Yeah, I used to write back in school, and to a point where my uncle was like, no, why don't you just actually go into music or something? Give it a shot and all.
Give it a second.
Yeah.
Do you remember some of the poetry you wrote back then?
Honestly, I don't.
You can't recall?
I don't, honestly. I don't. It's been years. So it's all music that's now stuck up in the head right now.
Okay, so you went from poetry into turning the poetry into music then?
Exactly, because I now do poetic rap here on this side, then trap on the side, on the other side. So it's more like a whole package in there.
And which one is your most favorite place to go, to the trap or the poetic justice?
I go with poetic rap, because I go with poetic rap.
Real, authentic. Exactly. Yeah. What are some of the biggest influences throughout growing up listening to music? What are some of the biggest musical influences of your time?
My
and
time.
For yours in particular, what's influenced you a lot?
The only person that actually influenced me into getting into the type of rap that I do is Hilifa 94. That's why I go with Nganjera.
Even Namibian at that. All right, big shout outs to Hilifa 94.
Onto Hilifa's sound. Yeah, so I just took it to the other level.
So are you planning on, have you worked with him before? Are you planning on writing something together?
I cannot disclose that for now.
All right, no problem. No, then it must be hard fire.
Yeah, exactly. We have bigger stuff coming up with him, like a lot of stuff coming up. So just check out on my social medias and all that, and then you guys will be alerted on that.
Let's talk about your breakthrough musically. What was the first moment you realized, okay, now I've got an opportunity to go in and actually do this music thing? What was your breakthrough onto the scene?
Because I was actually a North-based artist. I was deep in the North, and then I was called to take part in the Namu's hip-hop documentary, like All the New. It was a documentary. I came all the way from the North, and just to check out the people that were there, all the artists, I was the only one from the North. So I did my thing, and then that's when actually things started now getting to know people, and things started just going through, like. Yeah.
Not only that, look, it wasn't only just because you knew people, it's like you really got something to share.
Yeah, definitely. Like, okay, I'm the type that actually that's into networking. So whatever chance I get to know people, I grab the chance, and then I use it.
And that's the opportunity that you must. Yeah, don't sleep on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk projects. What have you released in the past? Have you released any EPs, any mixtapes? Have you released any albums?
I have 2 EPs so far.
2 EPs so far?
I have 1 EP, it was Wills Machiavelli, and then I have the latest one.
Wills Machiavelli.
Yeah, then I have the latest one, Message in a Bottle.
Let's talk about it.
And it actually recently just dropped, it's almost actually 8K.
8K views for streams so far? All right, let's talk about Message in a Bottle. What is the message in the bottle? What's the EP all about?
The EP, it's stuff that I've actually been bottling up like for a while. I'm like, okay, I want to release the music, but I'm like, no, let me just wait, take time, and put everything together and just give them to them. And then they will have a taste of that bottle.
And then they'll have a taste of that bottle. Don't drink it all now. And who did you work with on the project, on the Message in the Bottle EP?
I only have one boy, C-Hype, that's actually on a remix. Just a song that actually also pushed my stuff out there. Actually one of the songs that actually opened doors for me in a way. It was titled I'm Ready, and I was like, let's just do a remix on it.
Let's go completely and just do the thing on it.
Yeah, we did the remix. That's the only feature I have.
What do you hope becomes of your work that you're currently releasing? What do you hope becomes of the things that you're currently doing? Where do you hope to see them, at least someday?
Hopefully Hopefully. All I want is I want to go international. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to go international.
And don't ever feel like that sounds too big.
Exactly.
Don't feel like that's impossible.
No.
Nothing is impossible.
You're the only one that can limit yourself.
My friend.
It's only you that can limit yourself. So,
okay. Yeah. All right. So now, obviously, my audience is like, the Bible, international line. What? I need you to show them what you're going international, global with. Can you give me a little something?
A little something.
To take us into the break, into your music. Okay. Yeah.
Listen, I gotta confess, man, these are nerves, but I'm coming in first. Straight off the dumb, no rehearse, I'm born of the game, yeah, I'm not a guest. But they never give me my credits, no empty credits, I'm talking about accolades. But either way, we're gonna reign, cause we do not envy the fame, we better be Hendrix, and I'm game, especially they say, what a shame. Yeah. I need a meal on my bang, I need a meal on my plate, but niggas are scavengers. I'm just a kid on the block with positive thoughts, said I'm gonna make it up. Drip is so hot, get them up, or nigga, you're drunk. Check. They be saying they the best, but point the correction, there's no competition, just look in the heavens, you see my reflection on all of my verses, I stick to perfection. Every time I drop, I set a bar high. We're never standing in one line. I'm on top of the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay, if you haven't heard of him yet, here is Skipper Will on the Tribe.
I need no fame, gotta give me the moolah, cause I gotta give me the hike shodula. You think with the same, she turned it to full up. Periovo katana, mo medi mo shund. Blessings, I feel like a boot. I'm the top player, and you no longer pump like a save the people. If you're top, put and sit and relax in a cool. I run my verse, he land. She talent in Nishivak. Not be fangin' and the math. Lucky and Kauli, remember. Don't messing the king of the rap. I got the shots in the north side. I'll be running all the laps. Ready to take in a worldwide. Gam ganjera wakare ka madirai. Bendero kuronga, I'm killing the gods and the memeshai. Right and the vuri gam ganjera wakare ka madirai. Bendero kuronga, I'm killing the gods and the memeshai.
At Spar, we've worked hard to get you low prices on great products every day. Like Nola mayonnaise for just $25.99 and Dawn lotion or cream. Buy any two for only $33. It's low prices for you every day at Spar. You can't beat that feeling of that well-deserved reward after a long day of being able to indulge in everything you love. The best thrilling live sport and freshest local and international shows.
And I told you I was going to get very real with this thing.
Taking in those ultimate OMG moments, losing yourself in the most compelling and talked about series, and living the world's most exclusive entertainment. It's that feeling of having the power in your hands.
I want one.
Of being able to access an even bigger collection of entertainment with a connected Explorer and enjoying whatever you want, wherever you like, 24/7. It's renting great blockbuster movies without ever leaving your couch. Or getting even more unique shows, series and movies on Showmax at no extra cost. It's that feeling of having a full plate. So get that feeling with DSTV Premier.
Mpaka tuyadha otuli pamwe nangoe mompombo mainyanyudho ote ea mukuru okuzangenea totere mombo omaovigari nhupeigiyari omrunga radio ogwakala nokukundaneka okunyanyudha nokuyakuroshiwani omrunga radio yotango monamibia.
So there you have it for this edition of the show. Make sure to head on over to social media at The Tribe Namibia and catch up with everything that you may have missed out on. Also, make sure to stay upbeat with us.